This is Stephen Harvard-Davis. Over the past few days, I've been mentoring some of my top executive clients on surviving office politics and conflict. The first thing to say is that all organisations have office politics and conflict, and the further up the ladder one is, the more you're going to need to use conflict management techniques to survive. The second thing is that there are two types of conflict, the type that's destructive and damaging and the type that's designed to move a project forward and is just an argument over approach. The third thing, that the further up the organisation one climbs, the more you will have to manage conflict. This is simply because managers will have different ideas on how to achieve results, and because even in small teams people will have different priorities for themselves. Different priorities mean that some people will thrive on recognition, others will be looking for status, and still others will be looking for money. And that's just 3 needs out of hundreds. Another thing that often causes conflict is a person's self-perception. For instance, some will think that they are funny, whilst others will view their behaviour as frivolous. Some people are competitive and must win at all costs, and some people may view this type of behaviour as confrontational. All of these things have the potential for causing conflict. But how can we tell if conflict might be brewing? A good indication is a change in behaviour, someone not being as friendly, not participating, and particularly if this means distancing themselves from you. So how should we respond with possible conflict? The starting point is to tackle it before it becomes an issue. With someone that reports to you, it's easy to meet with them in a relaxed time and ask if there's something that's upsetting them. If it's a colleague or someone more senior, then it's a good idea to make an appointment and to ask if they've been upset by something you've said or done. With both of these approaches, it's important to establish that the causes are less important than how the conflict is avoided and resolved. When meeting, listen to what's said carefully and ask questions to clarify in your own mind the problem. And remember that the first answer is unlikely to be the real one. For instance, "Is there anything wrong?" will usually get a reply of no, even when there is, so further probing is going to be needed. Distinguish between the issue and emotions, and don't get drawn into an emotional argument. Empathise, say how you understand the other person's point of view, and then go on to highlight your position. Be tactful and always polite. Don't name call or highlight past failings, even if they do. Always revert to the facts. Explore alternative positions. How can we change positions so that we can both achieve much of what we need to do is something worth asking. Find positive things to say about the other person during the heat of the discussion. I discuss this in much more detail on the Executive Mentoring Programme and in my keynote talk, You're Here, But How to Get There. And if you'd like details of either the keynote or the mentoring programme, then email me at stephen@assimilating-talent.com. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Talent Mentor. Best wishes and have a great day, and avoid that conflict.